Good morning. Thank you, families, for joining us this morning for our first ever socially distanced culmination ceremony celebrating the students of 2021. Yay. Okay, as you may know, last year we were only able to have a virtual graduation, so we are very excited that we are able to be together and celebrate in person this year. I would like to introduce Zoe Menjivar, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Hello, CHIME graduates and guests. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. We recite this as an oath of loyalty to the nation of the United States of America. Please stand if you are able, turn to the flag, and put your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing.
Thank you, Zoe. I now have the privilege of introducing our music teacher, Cymbeline Felipe, who will be performing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light one so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wriggling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, wow. Thank you, Cymbeline. I'm here to officially welcome everyone to CHIME Charter's 17th annual 8th grade culmination ceremony. I am Kathy Jameson, and I have had the privilege of being the middle school principal again this year. Thank you to the CHIME faculty, staff, family, and friends for joining us to celebrate the accomplishments of these very special graduates. I would like to acknowledge our esteemed guests, Dr. Aaron Studer, our Executive Director, Shelby Doherty, our TK through 4th grade principal, and Caitlin Healy, our TK through 8th grade principal, vice principal. Sorry, I just promoted you, Caitlin. Pat Smith, our school board president, and the members of the board send their congratulations to the class. But we would like to recognize a couple of our school board members who are here today, not only as school board, but as parents. So I would like to introduce Tracy Myman and Tony Battaglia. I want to thank CHIME's dedicated teachers, special education assistants, paraprofessionals, and support staff who have done an incredible job throughout middle school, but especially in this challenging year of distance learning. The transition back to school has been very exciting, and we are so happy that we are able to be here. I would also like to thank the parents and guardians of our graduates who have taken on a different role this year supporting our students at home. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Erin Studer.
All right. Good morning, 8th grade students, families, teachers, and staff, those joining us via our live stream link online. I welcome you to the 2021 CHIME Charter School 8th grade graduation. We can clap and woo for that, right? How wonderful it is to be here today. I've said on several occasions over the past few weeks that the ability to hold an in-person ceremony, even with these unusual precautions that we are required to take this year, feels like a gift. It feels like a gift to be able to gather again at school with a grade level of our wonderful students and their families and celebrate them for their accomplishments. I, like I imagine so many of you, are thankful for this day and this opportunity. And I also have to confess that as we have approached this day, I've been thinking about goodbyes. How do you say goodbye to such a wonderful class of students, such a wonderful group of families? It made me wonder if we all together might have like a famous goodbye. There is such a thing, you know, famous goodbyes. Renowned journalist Edward R. Murrow used to say goodbye to his television audience each time by saying good night and good luck. And that became a famous goodbye. And well-known American military general Douglas MacArthur once quipped, "Old generals don't die, they just fade away," which ironically became a famous goodbye. And many of you 8th graders don't remember the Mary Tyler Moore Show, but some of your parents might. No? Grandparents? Okay. Anyway, all the characters on that show had such a hard time saying goodbye to one another that at the end, they all huddled together and hugged and just shuffled off the set together. That was a famous goodbye. And Mary Poppins, of course, just waved and floated back up into the sky on her umbrella. Luke Skywalker just sort of disappeared, and that was actually kind of weird, but I guess he's now part of the Force or something. And naturally, there was the last episode of Friends, a show your parents might be more familiar with, and possibly you as well, 8th graders. They famously didn't say goodbye at all. They just went out for coffee for like the 1,000th time in that series. They so didn't say goodbye that they actually had to have a whole reunion special on HBO Max. Anyway, this all made me wonder, what does it take to have a famous goodbye? Well, you have to have people together for a good amount of time who have actually really experienced things together. Check. We've got that. You also have to have a group of people that really know and care about each other. Check. We've got that too. And finally, for a famous goodbye, you have to mean it when you say goodbye. It's really over. You're leaving. You won't see each other anymore. Won't make another episode of the show, so to speak. You acknowledge it's done. Wait a minute. I don't want to do that at all. We've had too many good times together, hanging out, being singing pirates. Do you remember that? Wasn't 3rd grade fun? Digging for gold in the local mountains, riding rides at Disneyland, reading amazing books together. Thank you, English department. Pretending we were Egyptians. Thank you, social studies department. Graphing linear equations. Thank you, math department. And let's be honest, we didn't even know what a linear equation was till we met you. Making science fair projects that we didn't end up using. Sorry, Miss Robinson, Mr. Epstein, and parents. And even this whole crazy Zoom thing. I mean, we might even laugh about that someday. Maybe. 8th graders, let's not do a famous goodbye. I know you're going to leave and go off to high school, but I want to hear about how things go for you there. Hear about all of your accomplishments in the classroom, on the athletic fields, in the music room, on stage. I want you to come back and tell us all about it. Volunteer at the carnival. Help Miss Heidi stack books. Please, there's a lot of books. Tell us how in just a few years you start picking out the college you're going to go to. That's right, parents. I said in just a few years. College. Anyway, listen, 8th graders, sure, you can go. I mean, high school awaits, right? And you're going to do great. But please, no famous goodbyes. How about just a heartfelt see you around? And now in closing, I say to our teachers, paraprofessionals, administrators, and other staff, you are amazing, resilient, resourceful. You are the models of what it means to be excellent educators. And thank you to our parents. Over these many years, you have been what make our community so wonderful. And this year, you too have gone above and beyond in this most unusual school year. And again, thank you to our 8th graders for working hard not only in this year, but all your many years here at CHIME. It has been our privilege to watch you grow up, help along the way, and watch you thrive and become the wonderful, unique individuals you all are today. Congratulations to you 8th graders on your accomplishment, and I look forward to hearing about all of your new adventures in high school and beyond. See you around.
Thank you, Dr. Studer. Next up, I'd like to introduce Lauren Blackshear and Katie Mayhew.
Wow, it's so cool up here.
I know.
Okay, we will be giving the CHIME Scholar Awards to 3 students who have worked exceptionally hard this year.
So when we call your name, if you'll just stand up at your seat so we can recognize you. Nevaeh Amato. Avihad Cohen Yazaki. And Tal Derry. Congratulations, Nevaeh, Avihad, and Tal. And please welcome, oh yeah, let's clap for them again. Let's do it again. And please welcome Jessica Hall and Ellen Will. Do we go this way? Oh. Hi. We will be presenting the CHIME Spirit Awards to 3 students who have exemplified the spirit of CHIME.
Bijou Bolton, B. Landau, and Miguel Taroba.
Congratulations, Bijou, B, and Miguel. Oh. You going this way?
Today we will be saying goodbye to 67 8th graders who are culminating and moving on to a variety of high schools come fall. 28 of our hardworking students have received academic honors with a GPA of 3.5 or above for their middle school years, 6th through 8th grade. 46 of these students have been together since kindergarten. We are very, very proud of you. Nothing has stopped you, not even a pandemic. You have shown amazing resilience in this difficult year and have met every challenge with strength and grace. We wish you a smooth transition to high school and are hoping that you will be able to start your high school journey in person on the campus of your choice. We will miss you. I would now like to introduce Katie Robinson. Yeah. Yes, you have earned it.
That was terrifying.
Hello. It is my pleasure to introduce the two students who have consistently maintained the highest second rank in our graduating class throughout their 6th through 8th grade years. I am honored to recognize these hardworking students. Nicholas Phoenix, please stand. Congratulations. Mason Oy. Congratulations. Sorry, I'm supposed to introduce them. Nick, would you like to come up first?
Okay, take it off. Hello, everyone. I'm Nicholas Phoenix, and I've been going to CHIME for 9 years now. So, when I first arrived here at kindergarten, I didn't know what to expect. I was nervous about coming here because it was an entire new place for me. I never would have thought that CHIME would have been so great. From all the friendships, to field trips, to all the amazing projects, and all the CHIME basketball glory. It was truly an amazing experience. So now I'd like to thank the teachers that really helped me throughout the years here. I'd first like to thank my kindergarten teacher, Miss Escobar, for making kindergarten such a breeze. I never would have learned my ABCs without you. I'd also like to thank Miss Bullard for being super nice and helpful for me and helping me take that extra step. Miss Whitaker was really fun in 2nd grade, even though it was her first year at CHIME. And Miss Root in 3rd grade was one of my favorite teachers because she got me into a lot of stuff that I really didn't like before. And Miss Angelini and Miss Mercer rounded out elementary school years, and they really helped me become a smarter student. I didn't know how I'd feel about transitioning into middle school, but I think that I was nervous because it was a new schedule and I never had to go to separate classes before. But thanks to all my middle school teachers, they made it fun and fairly painless. Both my English teachers, Miss Goodman and Miss Landau, were very funny and very smart. And both my math teachers, Miss Miranda and Mr. Hedge, were extremely smart and helped me a lot. And Miss Romero and Miss Najmi were always the coolest teachers to me. Both Coach Sims and Coach Browner made me a better athlete and a healthier student. And Miss Robinson would always go into so much detail with the lessons she taught us. And my elective teacher this year, Mr. Sosner, is without a doubt the chillest person on campus. And if it wasn't for CHIME, I'd probably be 10 times more nervous about the transition into high school. Our middle school teachers will always say to us about our assignments, this will prepare you for high school. But I always hated that saying because it was code for this is going to be harder work. But it turns out that might have been one of the best things CHIME has ever done for me, forced me to do harder work. Finally, I'd like to thank our principal, Ms. Jameson, Dr. Studer, and all the staff and paras here at CHIME for their amazing work and spirit, especially during this difficult time. Big thanks to all my friends and classmates. I wouldn't be up here without your support. Lastly, I'd like to thank my parents for being there every step of the way. So I know it's been going on for a while now, so I'll leave you with a quote from a goat. The ceiling is the roof. Go Cheetahs.
Great job, Nick. All right, Mason, your turn. Oh.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mason, and I've been going to CHIME for 9 years now. I started in kindergarten with many of the people that are graduating today, and I've shared so many memories with all of these people, from being in class, going on field trips, and of course, all the basketball games at lunch and recess. It was definitely not a hard transfer from preschool, from what I can remember, which was a long time ago. I thought that I wasn't going to do well since I've been in such small schools throughout my toddler and preschool years, but it wasn't bad and honestly went a lot smoother than I thought. I enjoyed everything. I enjoyed being here. I learned so much, not just academically, but about life too, which is what growing up is all about. I learned that I thought that the teachers weren't going to like me, but all the teachers that I had, I loved. They understood how I needed to learn, and they made being in class fun. In kindergarten, I had Miss Escobar, who was definitely one of the best and one of my most favorite teachers. She was funny and nice, and she always knew what everyone needed to learn better and just do better in everything. My first grade teacher was Miss Harmon. She was definitely on the tougher side, but she taught me that she taught me that doing better, which and pushing harder was the only way that you could get things done and become and achieve what you wanted to. Miss Whitaker was my second grade teacher, and she was one of the best all-around teachers that I ever had. As my mom says, she thinks that I was one of her favorite students she's ever had. I think that third grade was one of the best years I had. I had Miss Reese, and she was one of the most fun teachers out of all the years. She made the lessons into games and just made the whole year fun overall. Fourth grade and fifth grade weren't my best years with the teachers, but I made the most of it with everything that we had. The transition to middle school wasn't bad, but took a little bit of getting used to since I've never gone to other classes and the schedule was different. The teachers were the best, and they taught us everything that we needed to know. They knew everyone's boundaries and how everyone learned and changed it around to make it the best for everyone else. They made the classes fun, and sometimes you didn't even realize you were learning something important that you'll remember forever. Everyone has had their ups and downs during their school years, but we are all here graduating today, and I think that I can speak for everyone when I say that it was an experience that we won't forget, and we have made friends that we will have forever. And now we're all ready to start the new chapter of our lives and head to high school. I want to say thank you to all my teachers, Ms. Jameson, Dr. Studer, the office staff, and everyone else that has helped me over the past 9 years. You have helped to make me the person I am today, and I am grateful for the experiences and things that you have taught me. I can say that every parent, sibling, grandparent, cousin, friend, and family friend is proud of you today. I know that you guys probably want me to finish talking, but this is a big deal for everyone. This is 9 years of memories for some and the end of a chapter for all. I want to tell everyone that working hard is a big deal. Studying and paying attention and just doing your best means everything. I'm proud of everyone here today and hope that you are proud of yourself as well. So with that, congratulations on everything you have accomplished. Congratulations to the parents. Congratulations to the school for making elementary and middle school such a great experience. Just remember to be yourself. As Kobe Bryant once said, I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan. I want to be Kobe Bryant. This shows you that you don't need to be like someone else, just aspire to be better. Congrats and good luck, everyone.
Congratulations to both of you.
I'll know who to call when I need a speechwriter. Thank you, guys. I now have the privilege of introducing Ms. Goodman, who is going to present the valedictorians.
Hello, 8th grade. It is my privilege to welcome our valedictorians. Charlize and Delaney are well-rounded students who have consistently maintained the highest GPA throughout middle school. It's my understanding that they may have been competing for this honor for many years. First, I would like to call up Char.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Char. Hello, everyone. As you all know, I'm Char Bolton, one of this year's valedictorians, and I've been at CHIME since kindergarten. Because kindergarten was my first year at CHIME, I don't really remember what it was like my first day. I do remember that in kindergarten, I made friends with 2 first graders and a group of 7th graders. I made friends with the first graders when I scraped my knee, which I did a lot, and one of them took me to the office. Don't really remember how I befriended the group of 7th graders, but I loved hanging out with all of them. They gave me Gatorade. That was fun. That truly shows CHIME's purpose, because in what other school would you find a 5-year-old hanging out with a bunch of 12 and 13-year-olds? My CHIME experience has taught me so much. I've learned essentially how to be a good person. I've learned how to best include people. I've learned to treat people as you want to be treated, but I've also learned a lot from my friends here. I had to learn to loosen up a bit because when I was younger, I was always too stressed out about breaking any sort of rule. I learned that you can follow rules without being nervous about them. I've learned that true friends accept you for who you are. But what would a school be without teachers? My most influential elementary school teachers were probably Miss Edding and Miss Cherniette, my 5th grade and 3rd grade teachers. So many of my good memories at CHIME have been because of the teachers. In 6th grade, Miss Miranda would let us play with the things that were going to be used in one of her classes, like Barbie dolls and rubber band bungee cords. We got to bungee dolls off the building or throw around paper airplanes during home team and advisory. Miss Landau had so many good chairs, and I got to sit at a table with my friends a lot of the time. Miss Goodman was very easygoing, and she let me sit with my friend on the couch together. The rest of the class was so jealous. Sims and Brown always made me laugh during PE when they teased me or other people. Miss Najmi went out of her way to be extremely kind to everyone in the class. Miss Romero made social studies more enjoyable, and she felt like the class's friend. Science was crazy with all the teachers coming and going. It was like Miss Welter to Mr. Mickle to Mr. Mitchell, who never ended up showing to his first day, to Mr. Meyer, and finally Mr. Epstein, with subs like Miss Hershey in between. Science was always fun. This year was my first year having Miss Robinson, and I really enjoyed how passionate she is about science. I had a different elective every year: technology in 6th grade, coding and podcasting in STEM in 7th grade, and this year CHIME Channel with Miss Heidi. The people who taught these electives made me look forward to having elective every time. Our grade is filled with so many amazing people who are no doubt succeed in life. I feel that CHIME has worked its magic on every single person here. We remained optimistic when school had to go online, and look at us now. We got to come back on campus, and now we're graduating. Congrats, guys. I know that CHIME prepared me for following my dreams by showing me that life is different for everyone and to try to view things from multiple perspectives. I would like to thank my friends and family, including those with us today, my grandma, Kiki, my uncle and aunt, Rusty and Cindy, my mom and dad, and my sisters for never failing to cheer me up and for loving and supporting me my entire time here. Thank you to the teachers, the CHIME staff, and everyone who contributed towards CHIME's loving atmosphere. Congratulations, class of 2021. Look how far we've come. I believe that because of everyone here, CHIME lives up to its name. CHIME truly is a community honoring inclusive model education. Thank you.
Good job, Charles. Did you lose it? And now I would like to welcome Delaney.
Hi. Hi, I'm Delaney Bolton, and in about an hour or so, I will have finished my 9th year of CHIME. I don't really remember very much about my first day because no one really remembers when they were 5 all that well, but I do remember being a little bit upset the morning of, although the reason why is not what you would think. My mom brought food for like a teacher's brunch and wrote alliterations of my sisters and my names on each box of food. So I thought that the box that said Delaney's Donuts was for me. So I was very confused when my mom said I couldn't have any. I don't remember being nervous starting at kindergarten in the slightest because I knew I was going to be in good hands. I was right to be nervous. I mean, not to be nervous. Whoa, close one there. I've always loved school. I loved leaving the house every morning. I loved being in class, partly because I really wanted to learn, but mostly because I was good at it. I loved my friends and I loved my teachers, and I feel the love was definitely mutual. During Wednesday advisories this year, instead of talking about missing work because I didn't ever have any, Miss Robinson and I used our time to talk about my latest crochet projects. These conversations always made my day, and they encouraged me to work faster so I would have a finished project to show her. Miss Landau left an impression on me because she managed to make her classroom feel super warm, cozy, and relaxing, which always made me look forward to her class. Even state testing wasn't all that stressful in that classroom. On my birthday last year, my parents organized a drive-by birthday parade for me. and my sisters, of course. Not only did Miss Najmi show up there when I haven't even had her as my social studies teacher yet, she also came back after everyone else left and chit-chatted with us for a while. One time, Coach Browner and I were partners in PE playing toe tag, that game where you have to step on each other's shoes. So as you may know, Browner likes to cheat in games. Every time I'd be close to stepping on his toes, he'd lift me about 3 feet off the ground, put me down, and then stomp on both shoes. Thank you, Browner. When I would get too excited about a book that Miss Goodman assigned and read the entire thing on the first night, she always took the time to ask my opinion on the book and talk about spoilers with me without actually spoiling the book for anybody else, which is not an easy task. Miss Miranda is a person I aspire to be like. She's one of the sweetest people you ever meet, but she isn't afraid to call people out for disrespecting her. And she's super smart, too. When I was taking my first COVID test, I got nervous, so I started reading the instruction manual, even though I already knew how to do it. I thought it would help because the instructions must be hilarious to read. Like, honestly, it's like spit into this tube up to this line. Like, that's funny. So, Sim saw me, and he began to make fun of me for it, like usual. And so he goes, Delaney, what do you need that instructions for? Just spit into the tube, screw the blue stuff on. It's not that hard. Oddly enough, that made me feel better. 15 minutes later, I was finished. Miss Heidi has been with all of us since day one, and her library is one of my favorite places on campus. She also makes some of the best cookies I've ever had. Miss Hershey has also been with us this entire time, and she has and probably won't stop talking about the story when 5-year-old Bijou and I decided, let's cut our hair a little bit. Last year, I started feeling a little bit ill in class. I tried to tough it out because I didn't want to go home, but I wasn't doing so great. Miss Romero saw this and she tried to make me go home. I refused to take the advice, so she let me lay on her couch during lunch and advisory. She was my teacher, it's okay. She also forced me to eat my Hot Pocket and drink some water. Wish I would have listened to her about going home that night, because that night I threw up in a Walgreens right in front of the janitor. Look on his face. Oh, God. The past few years, our class has proven that we can adapt to new situations and find a new way to thrive. Last year, everything was normal until suddenly it wasn't. No one was allowed to leave their houses. We couldn't go to school. The world turned upside down. If anyone understood that Hamilton reference, thank you. Our school's way of doing things had to change, and the longer we were stuck in our houses, the more times our schedule changed. We went to school in our bedrooms for over a year. We just got back on campus, and we learned a new schedule for everything to drastically change again this fall. We managed to stay successful throughout all of this. We managed to have 2 valedictorians and 2 salutatorians this year, which is already pretty extraordinary, but if you put into consideration everything that has happened in the last 2 school years into the mix, it's pretty phenomenal. As long as I can remember, I've known that I wanted my career to have something to do with singing, and fairly recently I realized I wanted to be in musicals because it's fun. And I've always realized that it's pretty ambitious, but my teachers have always been pretty supportive. A lot of them even came to my theater productions on their own time. Their support has given me faith that maybe I can live my dream someday. The other thing that gives me faith that I can live my dream is what I just previously mentioned. We just thrived during a pandemic and did school in our rooms, with a good portion of us being in honor roll and with 4 of us being salutatorian or valedictorian. So if I can do that, what can I do? I would like to acknowledge the fact that I couldn't have made it here alone. So thank you, CHIME staff, for everything you do to help make everything move more smoothly. Thank you to every CHIME teacher I've ever had for helping me get this far, including the ones who aren't with us today. By that I mean they left right after teaching me. I'm looking at you, Miss White, Miss Rude, Mrs. Angelini, Miss Messer, Miss Welcher, Miss Kyrgos, Mr. Mickle, and Mr. Hedge. Wow. To those I haven't scared off, thank you very much. Thank you to Beatrice Landau for approaching me on the first day of 6th grade and becoming my best friend. Thank you to Uncle Rusty, Aunt Cindy, and Kiki for being so supportive of me and making the long journey to be here today with me. Thank you, Kalai Pinky Tuscadero and Lorelai Gilmore, for being there to cheer me up when I'm sad or lift me up when I'm happy. Thank you to Shar and Bijou for always being there to talk, even when we're trying to go to sleep. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything under the sun. I have now been talking for a really long time, and so if you're still listening and you made it through this whole thing, props to you, bravo. I would like to close this off by asking a question. You've made it through a pandemic, so if you can do that, what dream can't you follow? What can't you do? Thank you for your time.
Good job, Delaney. Congratulations to both.
Our middle school teachers will now be announcing special department awards to students who have demonstrated academic excellence. Please stand if you are able as your name is called. English department, you're up first.
Oh, it's been so long. Congratulations to this year's award winners in English.
We'd like to recognize you for all of your hard work. And first up, too bad you sat down, Ms. Delaney Bolton.
And to the author of 2 novels, Natalie Boyle. Excellent work. Congratulations.
Okay, I'd like to invite forward our math department, Mr. Sausner and Miss Miranda.
We're really very supportive here at CHIME, as you can see. We always look out for each other, and it's one of the things that's so wonderful. It's our pleasure to introduce the students who have achieved excellence on every level in math. Firstly, I'd like to, Leanne Gong. Where are you? Where are you? I don't see you. Can you stand up, Leanne? Where are you? There you are. Okay, thank you. And also Mason Oy. In a really tough year, so many students did so well. I just want to thank you all and tell you how proud I am of what you achieved in math this year.
Okay, I'd like to introduce our science department, Ms. Robinson and Mr. Epstein.
Being a scientist is awesome. We should all strive to do it. They got us out of this pandemic. So for this year, we would like to recognize
Xavier Hutcherson.
and Casper Chagall. Congratulations to you both.
Please join me in welcoming Ms. Najmi and Ms. Romero, who will be presenting the Social Studies Awards.
It is our pleasure to announce the awards for the Social Studies Department. The first award goes to a student whose chicken clucking sounds I'm particularly going to miss, Daniel Battaglia.
Our next award goes to my little historian who loved to help me make cultural PowerPoints to educate the school, Miriam Marks.
some of you have already peeked, but I just wanted to let everybody know that in your bags that were on your seats, not only are your certificates, but those of you who are receiving awards, your awards are in there as well. And we have, let me see, what was the number? 28 students who received academic honors, and you do have a medal in there. So we hope that when we're done with the ceremony that you'll dig inside, put them on, and wear them proudly. I'd like to introduce Sydney Snyder and Emily Morton, who are going to be giving the art awards.
There are so many talented artists here today. This particular graduating class is so creative. We are excited to give out 2 awards to students who have been dedicated to growing as artists all their years at CHIME. Congratulations, Leo Agustin and Alicia Loera.
Please welcome Cymbeline Felipe, who will be giving the music awards.
These 2 students have been in band for 4 years, including 5th grade beginning band, and have shown such hard work and dedication to their musicianship and to the ensemble. They have grown so much on their instrument, even in the 2 years that I have been their teacher. I am so proud of them, and I will miss them very much. Please stand Johan Duban and James Chulak.
And last but not least, please help me welcome Coach Sims and Coach Browner, who will be giving the PE awards.
All right, we're here to honor 2 students who have shown athletic prowess through the years, also have been able to stay fit during this pandemic and really show that their hard work and dedication was worth something. We first like to congratulate Skylar Lamb.
And Ivan Dominic Contreras.
Congratulations to all our special award winners. Students, the certificates that you have received today represent 3 years of dedication, commitment, determination, and a lot of hard work. We know that school, especially middle school, can sometimes be challenging, especially in the year of COVID. But we all watched you meet those challenges head on and persist right up to this very official moment of graduation. Well done, class of 2021. Ms. Healy and I will be recognizing our graduates. Please stand as we call your name.
Natalie Adon.
Kingston Leo Augustine.
Nevea Amato.
Tay Amiot.
Ori Barnes.
Daniel Battaglia.
Amit Belkin.
Jonathan Benzvi.
Bijou Bolton.
Shar Bolton.
Delaney Bolton.
Natalie Boyle.
Ellie Chacon.
James Shulak.
Luca Clark.
Avihad Cohen Yazaki.
Ivan Dominic Contreras.
Elijah Crocker.
Christian Courier.
Lior Dayan.
Tal Derry.
Johan Duban.
Ethan Espinoza.
Juan Pablo Garcia.
Amit Goldberg.
Leanne Gong.
Priscilla Greener.
Sky Grishkovsky.
Toby Hacker.
Romy Hadashi.
Ariel Hanina.
Sebastian Heathington.
Emerson Humphreys.
Xavier Hutcherson.
Liel Karpa.
Omer Catalan.
Yoav Catalan.
Andrew Kerr.
Callie Kiefer.
Amelia Korpinen.
Skylar Lamb.
B. Landau.
Jonathan Lerner.
Alicia Loera.
Julius Lopez.
Presley Lotz.
Wyatt Markham.
Miriam Marks.
Roman McLean.
Phoenix Medina.
Zoe Menjivar.
Yali Meislis.
Dominic Mojica.
Ariel Moore.
Jack Myman.
Miles Parsad.
Dean Perianti.
Nicholas Phoenix.
Caitlin Purser.
Roe Rappaport.
Dash Riziska.
Liel Sabag.
Casper Segal.
Lex Schensel.
Miguel Taroba.
Mason Oy.
Eitan Zamir.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. We are delighted to share that 46 of our students have been together since kindergarten. CHIME has been their home away from home for more than 9 years. Shelby Doherty and Maria Ruvalcaba will recognize this extraordinary group of students. Please remain standing as they call your name.
Thank you, Ms. Jamison. The giving of yellow roses is a tradition here at CHIME. The symbol of a yellow rose represents friendship, joy, and caring.
These beautiful sun-colored roses convey warmth, delight, remembrance, and affection. We wish you luck in your future adventures.
Natalie Adon.
Leo Augustine.
Tay Amiot.
Amit Belkin.
Jonathan Benzvi.
Bijou Bolton.
Charlize Bolton.
Delaney Bolton.
Natalie Boyle.
James Shulock.
Luca Clark.
Abihad Cohen Yazaki.
Dominic Contreras.
Elijah Crocker.
Christian Courier.
Tal Derry.
Johan?
Johan, yeah.
Johan Dubon.
Pablo Garcia.
Amit Goldberg.
Leanne Gong.
Sky Grushkovsky.
Romy Hadashi.
Xavier Hutcherson.
Liel Karpa.
Andy Kerr.
Emmy Korpinen.
Skylar Lamb.
Alicia Loera.
Julius Lopez.
Wyatt Markham.
Oh, did I miss
It's just because there was two. It's fine. Keep going. Am I here? Yep.
Miriam Marks.
Roman McLean.
Phoenix Medina.
Zoe Menjivar.
Dominic Mojica.
Ariel Moore.
Jack Myman.
Miles Persad.
Dean Perianti.
Nick Phoenix.
Caitlin Purser.
Dash Ruziska.
Casper Segal.
Miguel Taroba.
Mason Oy.
Eitan Zamir.
Congratulations, class of 2021.
I would like to thank Candy Sullivan for the endless hours she devoted to creating memories for our students through her creativity in designing our fabulous yearbook. It is our largest and most imaginative yearbook to date. Did you know that you can still order a yearbook? You can, and if you want a sneak peek, you can drop by the office. She has always been my right-hand person in producing our graduation ceremony. Rumor has it she's not done yet. I hear that a slideshow is in the works and will be shared with families very soon. We all appreciate you, Candy. We are so thankful for William Terakaya and recognize and appreciate his technological expertise. And no matter how many times I ask for help, he's always available. Sometimes all he needs to do is come into the office and my problems are fixed. He guaranteed that our students always had the Chromebooks, the hotspots, the headphones, the speakers, and everything else they needed to be successful in learning. He even orchestrated our first ever outdoor movie night. The only thing he couldn't control was the setting of the sun. Thank you, middle school families, for your diligence in navigating distance learning and for supporting your students in their educational journey. Reaching this important milestone is an accomplishment for everyone, including you. And last but not least, thank you to our amazing middle school teachers and paraprofessionals. We recognize and appreciate all your hard work and all the extra time and effort you put into creating a whole new way of teaching in hybrid and distance learning. Your dedication to the CHIME community is commendable. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Dr. Studer for some closing statements.
All right, I know that you are truly clapping for the closing statements. We got no June gloom today, right? We've toughed it out in the sun. Well done. All of us at CHIME graduates wish you success as you make your transition to high school. We hope that your years at CHIME have impacted your life and helped lay the foundation for positive new educational experience in the years to come. You'll always be remembered for your enthusiasm and the variety of ingenious ways you left your mark on the hearts of the CHIME community. I ask the graduates now to rise for the acceptance of the class. Graduates, please rise. You are accepted as the class of 2021 for CHIME Charter School. Congratulations. That concludes our ceremony for today. Thank you so much for being here. Be well. Thank you.